Today, we're taking a close look at this Town Hall 17 War CWL Base, starting from the center and working our way through every layer toward the outside. And make sure you stay until the end, because the outer compartments are designed to create some very uncomfortable attack paths that can completely change how an attacker approaches this layout. Let's begin with the heart of the base. The core is built around a dense collection of high-value defenses and important defensive structures, protected by multiple small wall compartments. Instead of creating one huge central box, this design breaks the core into several connected sections. That is extremely important in Clan War League, because it limits the amount of value an attacker can gain from a single spell combination or one powerful troop push. The central area also creates several layers of defensive overlap. From the middle, defenses can support multiple compartments around them, meaning that once troops enter the core, they are exposed to fire from different angles. The town hall is positioned safely behind these defensive layers, rather than being given a completely open approach. Around it, we can see additional defensive structures and traps integrated into the core, making a direct ground push much more complicated. Another strength is the compartment design. The walls force troops to make repeated decisions about where to move next. A force that successfully breaks through one section does not automatically gain access to the next important defense. This is exactly what you want from a CWL base. Every successful step should cost the attacker additional troops, time, or spell value. And before we continue toward the outside, make sure you save this layout. The base link is available in the video description, so you can copy this Town Hall 17 CWL base directly and use it in your own clan war or league attacks. Now let's move beyond the core, because this is where the layout starts becoming even more deceptive. Moving outward, the inner ring contains a series of separated compartments on both sides of the base. These sections are not simply there to make the base look symmetrical. They are designed to divide attacking forces and prevent a clean line of progression toward the center. Look at the way the defenses are spread throughout the left and right compartments. Some defensive structures are positioned close to the core, while others are pushed farther outward. This creates overlapping zones of fire. An attacker may clear one compartment and think they have opened a path, only to discover that another defensive pocket is still protecting the next section. The upper and lower areas follow the same principle. Instead of giving attackers a predictable route, the wall segments create multiple pockets that can interrupt troop pathing. That is particularly useful against attacks that rely on maintaining a tight army formation. Once the troops are split between different compartments, the attacker may lose the concentrated damage and support that made the original push effective. The center also contains enough defensive density to punish attacks that enter too early without properly dealing with the surrounding compartments. So, from a CWL perspective, the base is forcing the attacker to plan the entire attack before deploying the main army. A careless entry can quickly turn into a low-value push. Let's move all the way toward the perimeter. The outer ring is filled with a mixture of defenses, resource buildings, utility structures, and isolated compartments. These buildings serve an important purpose. They create distance between the deployment edge and the core. An attacker cannot simply drop troops on the outside and immediately reach the important defenses. They first have to clear the perimeter. That extra clearing phase can become a major problem in CWL, because every troop used on the outside is one less troop available for the core. The corner sections are also separated from the main defensive cluster. This helps create awkward funneling situations. For example, if the attacker starts from one side, the outside buildings can pull troops away from the intended entry point, while the walls force other troops into a different compartment. That can produce a split attack before the main army even reaches the center. The bottom section follows the same concept. Buildings are distributed around the edge rather than stacked into one obvious line, making it harder to create a perfect funnel. The result is a base where several different entry points look possible, but none of them provide an easy route through the entire layout. And that is one of the strongest qualities of a good CWL base. You don't necessarily need to make every entry impossible. You just need to make every entry expensive. So overall, this Town Hall 17 War CWL base is built around compartmentalization, defensive overlap, and unpredictable troop pathing. The center protects the most valuable structures with multiple layers. The inner ring separates attacking forces and prevents easy access to the core, and the outer perimeter slows down the initial approach while creating difficult funneling situations. For CWL, that combination can make the difference between a clean 3-star and an attack that runs out of time, troops, or spell value before reaching the most important defenses. So don't forget to check the base link in the description and give this layout a test in your next war. And if this base breakdown helped you, hit the like button, share this video with your clanmates, and subscribe to the channel for more Town Hall 17 War and CWL bases. Finally, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next base design. Thanks for watching, and good luck getting those defensive stars in your next clan war league.